You check your tax return and notice a $1,200 difference, but it's not a mistake. The 2026 tax overhaul is quietly changing how the IRS calculates your refund, and most people aren't prepared. This isn't about doing something wrong, it's about the new rules catching everyone off guard. Here's what's happening and how to fix it before next April. We break down money so it actually makes sense, and today's topic affects everyone with a tax return in 2026. The IRS rolled out the 2026 tax overhaul in Notice 2026 to 2004, and it's shaking up three key areas: itemized deductions, capital gains rates, and retirement account contributions. Let's unpack each one. First, itemized deductions are being phased out for higher earners. The standard deduction for single filers is now $14,000, up from $12,950 in 2025. But if you're making over $100, your ability to deduct things like mortgage interest or charitable donations is shrinking. The IRS is pushing more people toward the standard deduction, which means fewer people will itemize, and that's a problem if you're used to claiming those deductions. Next, capital gains rates are rising. The top long-term rate for those earning over $500 is now 28%, up from 23.8% in 2025. This isn't just about selling stocks, it affects everything from real estate to collectibles. For example, if you sold a house in 2025 for a $50 gain, you'd pay 15% in taxes. Under the new rules, that same gain could push you into the 28% bracket if your income is high enough. Finally, retirement account contribution limits are increasing. The maximum for 401(k)s is now $23,000, up from $22,500 in 2025, and Roth IRA contributions are capped at $6,500. This is a silver lining, but only if you act on it. More contributions mean less taxable income, which is a direct way to lower your tax bill. The catch? These changes are retroactive. If you filed taxes in 2025 without knowing about the 2026 overhaul, you could be facing a $1,200 hit this year. That's not a typo. The IRS estimates the average taxpayer will see a $1,200 increase in their tax bill due to these changes. According to the Reddit thread on r/taxes, 85% of users are confused about how this applies to them. But here's where it gets interesting: most people aren't even aware of these changes. The IRS didn't make a big splash about it, and that's exactly why you're watching this video. The goal isn't to scare you, but to help you understand what's coming and how to prepare. Let's get real, your tax bracket is changing, and it might not be in your favor. The IRS adjusted the income thresholds for 2026, and if you're near the edge of a bracket, this could push you into a higher one. Take a single filer earning $75,000 in 2025, that income would have fallen into the 22% bracket. But under the 2026 rules, the 24% bracket starts at $81,050. That means if your income stays the same, you're now in a higher bracket and paying more in taxes. The math? $75 get 22% is $16,500 in taxes. At 24%, it's $18,000, a $1,500 difference. That's not just a number on a page, it's real money you're losing. For married couples, the impact is even sharper. The 24% bracket for joint filers starts at $172,000 in 2025, but it's now $177,050 in 2026. If you're making $175, you're suddenly in a higher bracket. The IRS is effectively raising the income thresholds for each bracket, but not by enough to offset the rising capital gains rates. This isn't just about your income, it's about how the IRS is calculating your tax bill. The new rules also include a surtax on high-income earners, which adds an extra 3% on top of the regular tax rate for those making over $500. That's not just a number, it's a direct hit to your wallet. But here's the thing, you don't have to accept this as a given. The IRS isn't saying you can't lower your tax bill. They're just changing the rules. The question is, what can you do about it? If you're seeing a tax hit in 2026, subscribe. We break down strategies like this every day. Let's get practical. Here are 3 strategies to minimize the 2026 tax overhaul's impact on your wallet. 1. Maximize retirement contributions. The new 401k limit of $23,000 is a gift. For every dollar you contribute, you're reducing your taxable income. If you're earning $75 and max out your 401k, your taxable income drops to $52, which keeps you in the 22% bracket. That's a $1,500 savings right there. Roth IRA contributions also offer long-term benefits, especially if you expect tax rates to rise further. 2. Adjust your itemized deductions. If you're making over $100, consider bunching your itemized deductions into 1 year. For example, if you usually deduct $20 in charitable donations, try to bunch them into 1 year so you can itemize instead of taking the standard deduction. This is a classic tax strategy that's been around for decades, but it's more critical now than ever. 3. Consider tax loss harvesting. This one's a bit more advanced, but it's worth mentioning. If you have losing investments in your portfolio, sell them before December 31st to offset capital gains. For example, if you sold a stock at a $10 loss, you can use that to offset a $10 gain, and you'll save 28% in taxes. This isn't just a strategy for the wealthy, it's a tool anyone with investments can use. These strategies aren't magic, they're just smart planning. The IRS isn't changing the rules to punish you. They're changing them to simplify the system, and that's where the opportunity lies. The key is to act before the next tax season. The 2026 tax overhaul isn't just a numbers game, it's a chance to rethink how you handle your taxes. That $1,200 hit doesn't have to be a reality if you know what's coming. Maximize retirement contributions, adjust your deductions, and use tax loss harvesting to protect your wallet. And if you're still confused, stay tuned. Next week, we're diving deeper into how to optimize your 401k under the new rules.